Hi everyone, today we're going to do something a little more low-key because, to be honest, that's what I need today, so hopefully that's what you need. My name's Christine, if you haven't done any of my videos yet. So we're going to go ahead and get started with some breathing. Make sure you have that chair, your water nearby, that's all you're going to need. Make sure you're sitting comfortably in that chair, nice straight back, stomach in. Taking that deep breath in, pressing that abdominal out, that diaphragm. Exhaling, releasing it in. I'm going to do that 3 more times, your own pace. Now it's up to you if you keep your eyes open or closed. I prefer personally to have mine closed. Continue that same breathing throughout. So just keep in mind when we're going to be breathing in, that diaphragm out. When you exhale, releasing back in. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that head, bringing it gently up, looking up at that ceiling or that sky if you're outside. On that exhale, releasing, bringing that chin down. Bringing it back up again, deep breath in. Exhale, releasing down. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale. And releasing, bringing it back to center. Now we're going to look at side to side. Deep breath in. Exhale back to center. Other side, deep breath in. Exhale back to center. We're going to do that one more time. Deep breath in. Exhale back to center. Other side. Bringing that ear to the shoulder. Deep breath in. Exhale back to center. Other side. One more time. Exhaling back to center, other side. And just holding it for a deep breath in. And exhale. And we're going to rotate that head around nice big circles. Nice and easy. Continuing that breathing. And reversing it. One more time. And reversing it. Releasing back to center. Now we're going to go ahead and activate those chakras, taking that index finger and your thumb, pressing them together, bringing those fingertips up, just releasing, bringing those wrists right to the top of those legs. And again, we're going to close those eyes and take 2 deep breaths in, filling up that diaphragm. Exhale, releasing. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, releasing. Bringing those hands down to the side. We're going to reach it up, reaching towards that ceiling or that sky. One more deep breath in. And exhale, we're going to release one arm down, taking that arm over towards the right. Or if you've already started on the other side, that's fine. It doesn't matter. I just need you to switch with the next one. Releasing back up, bringing both of those hands back up. left arm down, reaching it towards the left-hand side now. Or again, towards the right if you started the other direction, that's fine. Releasing back up, and we're going to do that one more time. Other side. And we're really taking our time today because we really want to feel that stretch. Releasing it over. Usually when I do this, we only have about 15-20 minutes. This time we have an hour, so we're going to take advantage of that and really take our time. Bringing it up, reaching nice and long, releasing it down. Taking those palms, placing them towards that back wall, pushing away from you, rotating those shoulders back, looking up. Continuing to breathe. A lot of people like to hold their breath with this stretch. I want you to make sure you're continuing that breathing. Exhaling out. One more deep breath in. Exhaling out. We're going to reach those arms forward towards those toes. Now, if you have difficulty reaching those toes, don't worry about it. Just keep it right here. Now, for those who are thinking, what music is she listening to? Reaching it up, I'll be honest with you, I've never listened to this one all the way through either. Rotating those shoulders back. But this was given to me by a very, very close friend of mine, Bob Gorky, who was a tremendous yoga instructor in this area, who actually taught me. So when I listen to parts of it, it kind of reminds me of him. But this will be the first time releasing, bringing it forward, that I've listened to it all the way through too. One more time, and releasing. So we're going to go ahead and work on those shoulders a little bit more. So I want you to bring them up like I've said something that's really irritating you. That's possible, I don't know. Bring them up. Now gently releasing back down. Now we're going to press down a little bit, like you're trying to reach those hands to the side, bringing those shoulders down. Bringing it back up. Bringing them up towards those ears. One more time, releasing down. Now we're just going to rotate them back. Forward. Back. Forward. And releasing, rotating those shoulders side to side. Now we're going to take that right arm, bringing it back, left arm forward like you're trying to shake my hand. Do that right now. We can pretend, right? Slowly releasing down. We're going to switch hands. Now we're going to bring that right arm forward, that left arm back, left shoulder back. Reaching it out again like you're trying to shake my hand. Releasing down. We're going to switch it out again. I want you to bring that left arm forward again now. Right shoulder, right arm back. Releasing it down. Kristen, can you do me a huge favor, switching it out, turn it down just a hair? That's the advantage to an assistant, everybody, that you can have something done without getting up. Thank you, that's perfect. Releasing it down. So for those who are thinking, oh my gosh, I can hear her now. Wow, right? Reaching it back up again. So everyone, the reason that happens sometimes is with yoga music, it goes up, it goes down, it goes all around, and I never know until I've gotten started. One more time, bringing it back up, reaching for that ceiling. Releasing down. Go ahead and bring that right leg up, crossing it over the left. We're going to take it over to the left, rotating towards the back of that chair. Now again, if this is too far, left arm, bring it down and just look to the side. Slowly releasing, bringing it back to the front. Now we're going to take it to the right. Now this time you're not going to take that hand up onto the shoulder, you're just going to reach towards the back of the chair. releasing it back forward. We're going to keep that leg crossed, bringing that right arm up, wrapping it around that left, going into eagle pose in a sitting position. Continuing that breathing, releasing out, and we're going to switch it out. Now bringing that left leg up, crossing it. Now we're going to start the same way we did before. We're going to go to the right first, bringing it over, reaching that arm up. Now again, if this is too extreme, because this is a very difficult stretch for some people, I want you to keep that arm down to the side again. The same thing we're going to do on the other side. So right now I'm a little tight on this side, so this one's a little difficult for me. Slowly releasing, taking it to the left now, and again, left arm, but this time we're going to take it to the side of the chair, just rotate over. Exhaling, releasing back to the front, bringing that left arm up, wrapping it around, going into eagle pose on the other side. Continuing that deep breathing. And slowly releasing, bringing it down, and we're going to bring that right leg back up again. Just crossing it. Now again, if this is too difficult, taking it down towards that ankle. Just releasing down, and again, going at your own pace. Yoga should feel good, it should never hurt. So if it hurts, I want you to release it back up. Now, if this isn't challenging enough, bringing those arms forward, reaching towards that toe, that will take it deeper into the hip. And it will also incorporate the shoulders. Continuing the breathing. Slowly releasing back up, and we're going to bring that knee into the chest, flexing that foot. Now just releasing that foot, taking the leg out to the side, opening up that hip. Rotating it around slowly. I always have somebody in class that starts doing this fast. It is not supposed to be done fast. Releasing it, reversing now. Last one. And we're going to bring it back into that chest again, flexing that toe up. And we're going to extend the leg out, reaching those hands towards that foot, rounding that back. Releasing down, switching it out. Now we're going to bring that left leg up. Bringing it down. Oh, you have to love it, guys. Anything can happen. Next thing you know, we're going to have some kids trotting through singing a song, okay? Bringing those hands down if you want something a little more. That breathing, slowly releasing, bringing that knee up, bringing it into that chest, flexing that toe again. And we're going to release, extending that leg out now, opening up that hip again. Holding it for one more second. Now rotating around. Again, it doesn't matter which direction, because we're still going to reverse it either way. And reversing. And releasing, bringing that knee back into the chest, flexing that toe. Extending it out, rounding that back, reaching towards those toes. Releasing down. Now we're going to come a little further away from that chair, bringing those toes up, nice straight back, reaching those hands up nice and long, Continuing that breathing. Releasing down. Now we're going to bring those feet down, softening those knees, slight bend of the legs, and reaching those hands towards those toes, rounding that back. And we're going to slowly release again, bringing those toes up again, extending those legs, nice straight back, extending those arms up, looking up, reaching nice and long, deep breath in, and exhale. One more deep breath in. On that exhale, we're going to gently release, bringing those feet down, slight bend of the legs, softening those knees, reaching those hands down, rounding that back, and again, just reaching as far as you can. Continue the breathing. And slowly releasing. And again, rotating those shoulders back. And forward. And we're going to bring those hands up into crow. Opening up that chest. Deep breath in. On that exhale, we're going to rotate them back a little bit, looking up. Deep breath in. On that exhale, we're going to slowly release, bringing those hands in, rounding that back, looking down, bringing those palms in. Continuing the breathing. On that exhale, opening it up. Deep breath in. On that exhale, we're going to rotate those shoulders back a little bit again, and those arms, looking up. Deep breath in. On that exhale, bringing those hands in, those palms in, rounding that back, looking down a little bit. And we're going to slowly release it up, keeping those palms together. Turning those palms towards you, we're going to bring them back towards the back of these shoulders. So that being said, if this is too much of a stretch, just place them on top of the head. Back of those shoulders, looking down a little bit. Now looking up, keeping those hands in the same place. Bringing it forward, releasing those hands out with the palms up. Rotating them back. Do that, I tend to look different places because it just helps with those chakras. That's up to you. Now we're going to rotate those palms up. Rotating it back again. Bringing it back up with those palms. One more time, turning those palms back. Feel a little popping, that's okay. It does it to mine too. Releasing back down. Rotating those shoulders again. And forward. And we're going to take it to the side. Going towards that right side. Right leg forward, that left leg back. And again, if you started on the other side, it really doesn't matter. I just want to make sure that you have the positioning correct. Outside arm is going to go up. So we have that left arm up. Right arm is on the side, or you can have it up on the side of the chair. That's up to you. Reaching it up nice and long. Continuing that breathing. On that exhale, bringing that arm down, bringing it forward. But I still want you to hold that stomach in. And exhale. Turning that palm towards you, deep breath in. We're going to arch that back just a little bit, reaching it back. One more deep breath in. On that exhale, bringing it down, we're going to reach towards the back of that chair. on top of the leg. And we're going to slowly release. And we're going to switch sides, doing that same thing on the left. So, without me knocking over my water bottle. So we're going to take that left leg forward now, that right leg back. Outside arm, which should be your right. Going up in the air. Reaching it up nice and long. Taking one more deep breath in. On that exhale, you're going to reach that hand out like you're trying to reach something on that side wall again, like you're trying to shake hands with somebody. Deep breath in. On that exhale, turning that palm towards you, we're going to arch that back a little bit. Continuing to breathe. Releasing it down. That outside arm again is going to go towards the back of that chair or the top of your leg, whichever is more comfortable for you. And we're going to slowly release back, bringing it forward, taking those legs out, turning those toes out a little bit. We're going to press it out, pressing those shoulders back at the same time. Keep that right leg bent, bringing those toes back forward, extending that left leg out. We're going to bring that right arm down, that left arm up, and I want you to rotate that left shoulder back as well. Now, again, if this is too low, always keep it up higher. Do not ever force anything. Continuing that breathing. Releasing down. Now we're going to take those toes out again, pressing those palms out again, but I want those palms facing me this time. Releasing down, turning those toes back forward again. Now we're going to bend that left leg, taking that right leg out, taking that left arm down, that right arm up, right shoulder is rotating back. Remembering that modification to keep it up higher if this is too low for you. Taking one more deep breath in, and exhale, slowly releasing. And we're going to go ahead, I know, and get out of that chair. You're thinking, how much longer is she going to sit? So we're going to go ahead and stand next to that chair. We're going to go ahead and start with a stretch for the lower back and those shoulders. We're going to take those legs out a little bit, reaching those hands forward, shifting that weight back towards those heels. And again, continuing that breathing. Slowly release, bringing it back up. And we're going to pause for a minute for everyone to get that drink of water, because I want to make sure you're still hydrating during this. You might not think you need it, but you still do. So we're going to go ahead and go into an extension for those legs. And again, it still is going to work on that back. So we're going to start with that right leg, extending it back. Having those hands on that chair, extending it up nice and long. And again, if your leg is all the way down here, that's fine. I want you to take it to where it's comfortable for you. Now we're going to bend that leg so that that foot is coming back towards that booty. Extending back out, slowly releasing, and we're going to switch legs. Going to that left leg now, extending it out nice and long. That deep breath, bringing that foot back towards that booty again. Extending it out, releasing down, and we're going to take those legs, just bending them a little bit, releasing those arms, bending those elbows a little bit, releasing it back. Just giving those shoulders and those wrists a break for a second. Bringing it back up. Now we're going to start with that right leg again. We're going to start with the same one, extending that leg out nice and long. Now we are going to change the foot when we bend it this time. I want you to bend it at an angle towards the side wall now. If this one's too difficult, stay with bending it towards your booty, that's fine. Extending it back. Releasing, we're gonna switch legs. Going into that left leg now. Bringing it up. Taking that deep breath. And exhale. Bending it towards that side wall again. Bringing it back. And releasing down. And we're slowly going to bring it up. Rotating those shoulders back. And forward. All right, now we're going to go into one I'm sure you're all familiar with. We're going to go ahead and start with Warrior One. So we're going to start with that right leg first. Bringing that left leg back. That left leg's going to be slightly at an angle. It's not going to be completely horizontal. It's just going to be slightly at an angle. So we're going to bend that front leg, making sure it's comfortable, that you feel grounded. Bringing those hands up, reaching up. You want to make sure that you feel centered. Releasing down. Now we're going to rotate those arms. Bringing that right arm forward, that left arm back. Nice straight line from one arm to the other. You'll notice I don't have my arms down. They're in a nice straight line with the shoulders. Deep breath in. On that exhale, we're going to shift it forward. Now, if you're only comfortable going to here, that is fine. If you're more comfortable bringing it all the way down on top of that shoe, then go ahead and join me. Continuing that breathing. Slowly releasing, bringing it back up to center. Now we're going to go into reverse warrior. Deep breath in. On that exhale, releasing back. One more breath in. On that exhale, slowly coming back to center. And we're going to release down, and we're just going to switch those arms, placing those hands on the hips, rotating those shoulders back, looking up. And releasing down. Now we're going to rotate those hips, turning that back foot completely now, looking towards that side wall. That foot should be right along in line with that back wall. We're going into Warrior Two. Releasing down, and we're going to go ahead and switch feet, starting with that left foot now forward, that right foot back, and again finding that center. Your hips should be right in line, right in that center. If you feel like you're jogging back or forth, it's hard to really explain this on a video, guys. It's more easier for me to correct when I'm in classroom with you. So if you feel that knee is coming up forward towards those toes, that's wrong. If you feel this hip is pushing back over that foot, you're not in the center. So taking that deep breath in, and exhale. Deep breath in, and exhale. And again, those hands are out equal to those shoulders, releasing down. And again, if this is all the further you're comfortable going, that is fine. Or you can join me going down to that foot. And I really apologize if I'm at a loss for words today, guys. I had a family death the other day, so I'm a little distracted. Sorry about that. Releasing back to center. Taking that deep breath in, and we're getting ready to go into reverse warrior. Exhaling back. Bringing that left arm up, that right arm back. Continuing the breathing. And releasing down. And we're going to bring those arms all the way down. Bringing those hands onto those hips again. Rotating those shoulders back, looking up. If it ever becomes uncomfortable to hold this position the entire time, you're always welcome to bring those feet in together and still do the same position. And releasing. Now we're going to turn that foot so that it is right along the line with that back wall. Turning those hips so that you're facing the side wall. Going into Warrior Two now. Releasing down. Bring those feet in. Now we're going to go ahead and do Warrior Three. But we're going to do it with a chair assist. So that being said, if you can do this without a chair assist, that is fine. Go ahead and do it. So we're going to again start with that right leg. Bringing those hands out. Bringing that foot back. Now the first thing you're going to want to watch is that you're not rotating that toe out. So bringing that down. Nice straight line from those arms to those feet. Nice straight line from the entire body. So if this is too difficult, you need to bring that foot down. That is fine. Adjust it to what works for you. And again, if you can take the hands off of here and do it this way, that's fine. As you can see, my balance is a little off today. I think I need the chair today. Taking that left foot back. Bringing those hands out. Toe down, because I know mine wants to go out like this too. Stomach in. Releasing down. Chair back. Now we're going to go straight into chair pose. I'm going to grab that water first though. So we're going to take those feet out shoulder width apart, bringing those hands up, releasing down just exactly like it says, like you're trying to sit in a chair right now. Now, sometimes people tell me this hurts their knees. Make sure, again, that your knees aren't coming over those toes, that you're sitting back, and only go down to that point where you feel a little bit of tightness in the legs, but you're not starting to feel pain. But I need you to chill. So going ahead and going back into that chair pose. Some fun little technical difficulties, guys, no big deal. It happens. Slowly releasing. We're going to push those palms now back towards that back wall again, rotating those shoulders back, looking up. Releasing down, rotating that back, bringing those fingertips to the inside of those thighs, looking down in between those legs. And rotating it down, bringing those hands up. We're going to go back into chair pose again, shifting it back. And slowly releasing, placing those palms back, rotating those shoulders back, looking up. Slowly releasing, rounding those shoulders, fingertips to the inside of those thighs, looking down in between those legs. Dropping those hands down, we're going to slowly bring it up. One more time into chair pose, bringing those hands up, shifting it back. So we want those legs nice and strong. You want to be able to get in and out of that car easily. I don't know if that toilet seat easily. Bringing it down, placing those palms back, rotating those shoulders back, looking up one more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, rounding that back, fingertips to the inside of the thighs, looking down in between those legs. Rotating it down, rotating those shoulders up and back and forward. And we're going to rock it side to side. Just 10 more minutes minutes left, guys, so what we're going to do is go ahead and turn those toes out and go into goddess pose. So we're going to bring those hands up into prayer, bringing it down. Right elbow, right knee, deep breath in. And exhale, shifting it over. Releasing back up. We're going to bring those knees up a little bit, reaching those hands up, opening it up. Bringing it in. Releasing down. Left elbow, left knee, deep breath in. And exhale. Releasing back up, straightening those knees again, bringing those hands up, opening it up. Bringing it back in. We're going to go to that right hand side again, bringing it back down into prayer. Bending those legs. Right elbow, right knee. And we're going to add on again. Extending that right arm down, that left arm up, and that left shoulder back. So if this one's too difficult, stay with the bent arms, that's fine in prayer. Releasing back up. Extending those legs, bringing them up again, extending those arms out, opening it up. And exhale. Bringing it back down into prayer, bending those legs again. Left elbow, left knee. Deep breath in. And exhale. Extending that arm down. Right shoulder, right hand up. And releasing, bringing those hands up, extending those legs up, bringing those toes forward now. And releasing it down. Now we're going to go ahead and grab that chair again. I'm going to turn it so that you can see what I'm doing again. We're going to go ahead and do cat and cow with the chair, and if you haven't done one of my videos yet, then you don't know, but I'll tell you now anyway. This is my favorite. So we're going to bring those toes up, shifting that booty back a little bit, rounding that back, looking down at the floor, coming up onto those toes, arching that back, looking up at that ceiling or that sky. And releasing down. Shifting it back again, looking down at the floor, bringing those toes up a little bit, rounding that back. Coming up onto those toes, arching that back, looking up. This is one of the best stretches if you're feeling a little wound up. You've been in a car too long, in a bus too long, a train too long, plane too long, whatever the case may be. Just got out of bed and you're feeling stiff. This is a really good stretch. Shifting onto those toes again, looking up, arching that back. And releasing. And we're going to rock it side to side. And we're going to take those feet out a little bit, shoulder width apart. Bringing those shoulders up, rotating back, holding it into mountain. Continuing that breathing, deep breath in, and exhale. And we're going to add that meditation Tai Chi practice, so we're going to go ahead and gather up any of that negative energy, gathering it up through that chest, releasing it out. Reaching one more time for any of that negative energy, gathering it up through that chest, and release. All right, now we're going to reach for that positive energy, whatever it is that got you out of bed today, whatever it is that makes you smile. Reach for that right now. Draw it in. One more time, reaching for whatever it is that makes you smile. whatever it is that makes you happy, what gives you a reason for living, bring it in. We're going to do that one more time, and we're going to hold it over those chakras. Bring it in. Holding it over those eyes. Over that mouth. Over that throat. Over the heart. Over the abdominals. Over the hips. And releasing. All right, we're going to go ahead and sit back in that chair. Getting that drink of water again if you need it. And we're going to go ahead and relax by relaxing those ankles a little bit here. So we're going to bring that, that right foot up. Just rotate that ankle. And reversing it. Bringing that toe up. Pointing it down. Bringing it up. Pointing it down. To the side. Other side. One more time. And rotating it around one more time. And reversing it. And we're going to switch feet. Going to that left foot. Rotating that ankle again. And reversing it. Bringing that toe up. Pointing it down. Bringing it up. Pointing it down. Taking it side to side. One more time. And we're going to rotate that ankle around one more time also. And reversing it. And bringing it down. Reaching those arms up nice and long. Bringing it over to the side. Back up. Other side. And we're going to bring it down. We're going to go into those wrists a little bit. Bringing those hands into prayer. Rotating those fingertips towards you. Continuing that breathing. And away. Bringing it towards you. And away. Side to side. Other side. One more time. And we're going to clasp those fingers. Releasing down, just switching sides, just clasping those fingers together again. Pulling out a little bit. Releasing down. We're going to do that one more time, both sides. Pulling it out, deep breath in. Exhale, switching sides. Deep breath in. And releasing. And we're just going to rotate those hands. Bringing it back. Rotating again. Bringing it back. And we're going to rotate that palm down. Yes, I started with the left this time. Turning it. Almost done, I promise. Now we're going to switch it to that right, taking that palm down. I want that palm facing me. And I want you to reverse it, turning that palm towards you. Releasing down. We're going to bring those hands down again. We're just going to go ahead and really cool it down before we finish here, bringing it up, reaching up, bringing it into prayer. rubbing those hands together to generate some heat. Now, as soon as you start to feel that heat in between your palms, I want you to place it over those eyes for 2 deep breaths. Bringing it down, and we're going to reach it up one more time. Reaching up for that strength and comfort. Releasing down into prayer. Bring that head up, releasing it down. And instead of closing with my usual close, everyone, what we're going to close with today is no matter what is going on in your life, I want you to feel that strength and that comfort, and know that no matter what, you are important, you are loved, and you are cared for. Taking that deep breath in, exhale.